Thank you, Speaker. I was proud and honoured recently to co-lead an Australian parliamentary delegation to the Republic of Armenia, together with my fellow chair of the Parliamentary Friends of Armenia, Hugh McDermott MP, from the 25th to the 28th of September. Comprised of 7 MPs from the New South Wales and Victorian Parliaments, the delegation also included my colleagues, the Honourable Susan Carter MLC, Mark Courray MP and Matt Cross MP. This delegation was facilitated by the Armenian National Committee of Australia, and I pay tribute to Michael Kolokosian, the ANC's Executive Director, and his excellent team for their outstanding organisation, planning and support behind the delegation. The purpose of this parliamentary delegation was to raise awareness, understanding and mutual opportunity in respect of Armenia's people, community, economy, culture and history, our rich history it is. In what was a busy 4-day itinerary, the delegation met with many significant political, community, faith and business leaders of Armenia, with opportunities for the delegation to also savour the rich culture and magnificent scenery of Armenia. The itinerary included visits to some of Armenia's picturesque mountains and historical sites, as well as the Armenian Genocide Memorial and the Yereblu Military Pantheon to pay our respects to all Armenian lives tragically lost over the last century or so. The delegation occurred at a terribly challenging time for the people of Armenia. We were present following the aggression of neighbouring Azerbaijan, which had imposed a 9-month blockade over the Lachen corridor, which made life hell for the people of the Republic of Artsakh, also known as Nagorno-Karabakh. This area has been home to ethnic Armenians who are Christians for thousands of years. Its population was 99.7% Armenian. This aggression by Azerbaijan caused severe shortages of vital food, medical and energy supplies for the people of Artsakh. This suffering was compounded terribly by military assaults on Artsakh's Armenian population by Azerbaijani forces on the 19th and 20th of September this year. With these assaults, murders, imprisonments, rapes, threats and more, a dreadful crisis has unfolded with over 100,000 people fleeing their homeland in desperation. I recorded at the time, I saw firsthand the human toll and tragedy wrought by ethnic cleansing. Children, parents, grandparents, people of all ages and stages evicted from their homes. Peaceful people had to flee their homes, some with little more than the clothes they were wearing, having been attacked, threatened, and in some cases seeing family members killed or captured. It was heartbreaking. The delegation members all felt this very deeply, and the international community must act swiftly to address this crisis. For a people who have suffered so much since the notorious genocide from 1915 on, Armenia must see Australia and the international community stand in solidarity with the people of Armenia as they are once again subjected to oppression and persecution. As the member for Willoughby with a large Armenian community, I was pleased to be able to play my part in leading this delegation to show Australia's support. We received comprehensive updates as to the critical situation in Artsakh. We thanked government officials for briefing us at such a difficult juncture in Armenia's history, and we presented gifts of appreciation and expressed our strong solidarity. Prior to the delegation, I'd heard much about assaults on Armenia and the harms caused over many generations, but the experience of being there on the ground was all the more sobering. As distressed as I was to witness what we did, I was moved and heartened by the humanitarian efforts of people, good people, to help those in need. And the delegation was proud ourselves to lend a hand to these efforts in person. I recorded at the time, amidst so much adversity, I witnessed the great spirit of a proud and resilient people who love their country and culture and who will, in time, prevail. That people from my homeland in the electorate of Willoughby and my electorate in Australia are helping to provide support and aid is something I'm proud of. But there's much more to do, and we need all people of goodwill to lend their support. This delegation is in so many ways only the beginning. I and my fellow delegates will continue to urge Australia and other countries to provide aid and supplies and have called on the international community to send observers into Artsakh. I welcome the call of the Shadow Minister for Foreign Affairs, Senator Simon Birmingham, for the federal government to provide much needed emergency humanitarian aid to the region and to join partner nations in contributing towards emergency funding and expertise. I also believe Australia must continue to lobby for the Lachen corridor to be fully reopened so that humanitarian assistance can reach those remaining. I welcome Foreign Minister Penny Wong's condemnation of Azerbaijan's blockade and attacks, and I will keep up pressure on Canberra to help alleviate the humanitarian crisis on the ground and to bring much needed justice. Australia and the world must stand with the Armenian people in their hour of need. I'm proud to do so.